What's up, guys? Nate Dog FPV here. Today we're going to be doing a DYS motor comparison. So if you guys haven't seen them already, DYS came out with some new motors that are actually selling for 10 bucks a piece, which is that's an awesome price for motors. And really, it's hard to find good motors for that cheap, for 10 bucks a piece. Most of the time you would expect, if you're buying motors for 10 bucks a piece, they're probably not very good. So I was curious. I mean, they looked good. 10 bucks a piece, that's not that big of a deal. If you get them and they suck, then, oh well, hey, it was, 40 bucks for a set of motors, not the end of the world. So I actually bought 3 different sets, because of course DYS came out with several different sizes and versions. So I picked up 3 different sets to kind of check out each one. So far, I've been loving them. They've been working great. Haven't had any problems with them. They feel strong, feel just as strong as a lot of my more expensive motors do. So we're going to check out each one. So first one is going to be the 2206 2400 kV, and those are these right here that kind of come in like the teal color or aqua color. And I've actually got these on a 4-inch build I just did recently. So this is a storm frame, actually a 4-inch frame. So I've got a bunch of 5-inch quads. I've got my baby hawks, but I've never had a 4-inch, so I wanted to do a 4-inch build. Yeah, so this is it. So we threw those motors on there. So yeah, these are the 2206 2400 kV. And really, these motors are probably a little bit big for this frame, but so far it's been working out pretty well. So using some little 4S 650 milliamp packs on this frame. But yeah, it's been pretty fun. Been a good little flyer. So we'll look at some flight footage from that and check it out. Overall, these motors feel good. It feels like they have a good amount of thrust. Obviously, you can tell they're slower than some of the others. But to me, I mean, the 2400 kV on these has been good. Definitely feel like good, strong motors. I probably wouldn't pick these for, wouldn't be my first choice for like racing motors for a 5-inch frame necessarily. But definitely on this 4-inch frame, they feel good. They feel strong. So yeah, that's the DYS 2206 2400 kV. All right, so next up, we're going to check out the DYS 2207 2600 kV. Now these actually come on like a bluish purple color. So you can see them here. I've got these on the Rad-X frame. Again, that was one of the quad box frames. So I got this thing built up with those. So far, I've been liking them. You can definitely tell they've got a little more torque and a little more punch than the 2206 2400 kV version. So you can tell they got a little more power. But I've been liking them on this frame. They mainly doing freestyle with this one, so they feel really smooth. And again, the motors feel great. I mean, I'm spinning them right here. I don't feel, any wobbles or anything like that. I mean, they still feel good and solid. Lock nuts on them are good. I've bought frame or motors from Banggood before. For example, like the real ACC kits you can get, that come with the like the red or the yellow motors or something like that. I've got a few sets of those, and those motors just get horrible feeling after flying them 5 or 10 times. You'll just sit here and actually be able to grab the bell and you can just kind of twist it and turn it. I mean, it just kind of rocks back and forth. It's not machined very well, not very precise motors. These DYS though are not like that at all. I've flown this one several times now. Everything still feels good and tight. The magnets still feel like they're catching good and strong. So yeah, but on this frame, these have been great. It has plenty of power for freestyle. So yeah, I've been loving those too. All right, and the last one we're going to look at is the 2306 2500 kV. Now these are some big motors. Yeah, the 2306. Hopefully you can see it there, but yeah, the overall size, they're just bigger around. I really like the design on the top of these too, which I know it's kind of hard to see with the props, but you can definitely find some good product photos out there on the internet. But yeah, I've been loving these too. Really on this frame, they've got more than enough power, plenty of power. I can definitely tell that my battery's getting drained faster with these motors on here than some motors I used to have on this frame. I'm using 1500 milliamp 4S batteries. And yeah, these motors suck the juice out of them quick, but definitely has a lot of speed, a lot of thrust, a lot of torque. I mean, when you hit the throttle, it goes. Whether it's shooting up or whatever you're doing, it's got plenty of power. So I've been really enjoying these. This actually turned out to be a really clean build. I've got my little 3D printed top on there with my name or my call sign, and my bat fin on there, my shark fin. So really I haven't actually been racing this one yet, because I just don't want to mess it up yet. But do plan on racing this frame eventually with these motors, and I think they're going to do great. But just like the others, I mean, everything on them is still good and tight. The nuts on them were, machined well and work well. So far I've been super impressed with all these DYS motors. They've been working great. Really enjoy them. Would definitely buy them again and recommend them for others, especially for 10 bucks a piece. I mean, you can't beat that. And to me, they fly just as good as, motors that I paid 20 bucks each for. So really like them, really enjoying them. But yeah, we're going to cut to some flight footage, and we'll look at each one. So I'm going to fly each of these quads we just looked at, and that way you can kind of see how the motors stack up, or from the flight footage you should be able to get an idea of what kind of thrust and everything the motors have. And of course I'll pop up on the screen which one's which as we're going through. But yeah, so far, I mean, like I said, I love these motors. They've been working great. I would definitely recommend them if you've been on the fence or haven't tried them yet, or looking for some good budget motors. Yeah, these DYS series are definitely a good way to go. Alright, so we'll cut to the flight footage in 3, 2, 1.